Sometimes people say that a watch is actually like jewelry, but this watch can actually replace your bangles or something because this is gold plated. Today I'm going to be talking about this vintage BENTEX watch. This watch is actually gold plated with 23.5 carat gold. Basically, this watch is my mom's and it was given to her by my father as a gift. So this is around like 20 to 22 years old, and still you can see there is no scratch, especially on its band. But yes, there is a big scratch on its glass. That was because my mother was washing dishes while wearing this. And you can also see that there is this nug, this little crystal that has lost its place and lost its glue. So now it's just kind of like roaming around in there. But that is a fixable issue. Let's talk about the brand first, the brand BENTEX. In 1943, Collins and Co. was established for manufacturing watch case and straps by Mr. Bikalal A. Shah. He was first to make gold-plated, stretchable and twistable straps. He has made his mark not only in India but also in the so-called Mecca of the horology industry, Switzerland, and was the supplier of case and band for a brand like Omega and lately for HMT and Titan in the Indian market. Further, his legacy was carried down by other generation, that is by his son, Mr. C. Robin Shah, known as the maker of BENTEX. He is a talented designer and an artist with success in making gold-plated jewelry. First time in India in 1990, he took up the making of crafted high-priced jewelry watches. Perceptive consumers soon began to seek out the quality and unique designing nature of the BENTEX craftsmanship, because at its time it was truly the only brand which was doing this fusion of watch jewelry, and also it was the only brand who was making actual gold plated watches. So yes, the market was a very small market, but it really worked out well. And you can already tell this watch does not look like 2 decades old. So there was quality in their work. BENTEX continued to maintain the highest standards for materials and workmanship. BENTEX's exceptional work technique makes it committed to carefully upholding the principles of quality and integrity that defines the company. Although BENTEX is not as prominent now as it was back in those days, but even back then it was a big name in the watch industry in India. That was because it combined India's, like elegance, its craftsmanship with the fine workings of a watch. And that too, a good quality watch. Coming back to this watch, right off the bat, it is very eye catching. And that is because of obviously its gold plated design. Its sleek, classic design combined with the gold plated finish brings a sense of luxury, perfect for those who want to add a touch of elegance to their outfit but without overpowering it. The 2017 Bollywood movie Hindi Medium, they actually show what other people think it's like being rich is wearing everything branded, in your face. But true like richness is being simple, elegant, and not so much in your face. And I feel like this watch is a good part of that because obviously it's totally not in your face. This is the size of my thumb. So it is not in your face, but yes, it is elegant and obviously luxurious looking. This watch is just 2 centimeter in diameter excluding the crown, and this is how it looks on my wrist, sized 5.5 inches. This watch has a timeless design featuring a small round dial with delicate hands and minimalist hour markers. And I think you can clearly see that there is just one red crystal among all the other white crystals. And imagine that instead of the red, it was just another plain white. It is impressive how there is so much little details added to this watch, but it makes up such a huge difference. The gold plating itself is smooth and doesn't have that overly shiny look. making it both elegant and tasteful. And the band also, it's not just a plain Jubilee, Oyster, or ladder style. It is just a plain old band, but it has these like ridges in it, which just add to its simplicity. And it does not draw much attention to it, but it still is interesting. The bracelet, along with everything else, does add to the watch's sophistication. Bentex has done a nice job balancing durability with an elegant look. Because this watch is lightweight, which is essential for an everyday watch. It sits comfortably on the wrist without feeling too light or too heavy. Plus, on top of that, it does have water resistance. As mentioned on the case back, along with the other details, it has 30-meter water resistance, which, yes, I wouldn't recommend for like swimming and stuff, but if you are choosing this for daily wear, then you are safe against just random splashes or a little bit of rain here and there. Now, obviously, because this watch is not that in your face, you can pair it with formals, casuals, or with, traditionals. But obviously, in my opinion, it does go best with traditionals. And the gold tone is not that shiny, as I mentioned earlier. It is kind of neutral. So it does go well with other accessories. So you can also use this for layering your bracelets or, your rings and such, and it won't clash. As far as my father told me, he bought this for 2500 in those times, like 22 years back. But the thing about this watch is that its price fluctuates nowadays with the price of gold. This watch employs the Swiss quartz movement as stated on its case back. Basically, the Swiss quartz movement is more accurate than standard quartz movement, and that's basically the only difference. So, should you buy this watch or anything like this watch if you do see it around? I would say yes. It's perfect as a gift or a treat for yourself. And it does add a little bit of luxury to your everyday style. Now, if you do want like a luxurious watch, then yes, there are options like Omega and Rolex, but they have really sporty watches. And if you're not looking for like that in your face sporty watch and you're looking for something a little bit more dainty, then Cartier is an option. But if you want something Indian made with that Indian touch, then this is a great option. Anyways, I hope you liked hearing about this gold plated watch. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for more.